Hi, I'm Daniel. And yeah, I survived a night in a den full of lions. Real, roaring, teeth-baring lions. Sounds insane, right? But it happened. And I'm here to tell you the whole story. I grew up in Jerusalem. The streets were dusty, the sun always warm on my face. You'd wake up to the smell of fresh bread, olive trees swaying in the breeze. My father worked the land. Calloused hands, quiet strength. My mom, she prayed over me every night. Soft voice, big faith. I'd stare at the stars wondering, God, are you really out there? I didn't have much, but I had faith and peace. Until everything changed. Babylon invaded, like a storm tearing through everything safe. Soldiers, screams, fire. I remember being dragged from my home, knees scraped, tears burning behind my eyes. My mother's voice faded behind the dust cloud. I tried not to cry, tried to be strong, but inside I was breaking. They took me far away, stripped me of my name, gave me a new one. Belteshazzar, new clothes, new language, new gods. The palace smelled of oil and incense, but it felt empty. Like stone walls couldn't hold any warmth. At night, I'd hear strange chants. I missed my home, my people, my God. Then came the king's feast. All kinds of meat, wine, and spices. Everyone was digging in like it was normal. But to me, it felt like betrayal. I whispered, "Can I just eat vegetables and drink water instead?" I thought they'd laugh. Instead, they agreed. And 10 days later, I looked healthier than anyone else. God was with me, even there, even in exile. As time passed, I studied. I worked hard. I stayed true. But not everyone liked that. The other officials? They watched, whispered. They saw the king trusted me, and it made them furious. So they set a trap. They tricked the king into signing a law. No one could pray to anyone but him for 30 days. Breaking it meant one thing: death. I felt my heart drop when I heard it, but I knew what I had to do. I walked to my window, knelt down, and prayed, just like always. That's when it happened. They burst in, guards, yelling. I was arrested right then and there. My blood ran cold. I thought, this is it. They caught me. They dragged me through the city, down into a pit. A massive stone was rolled away, and the smell hit me first. Dirt, sweat, lions, real lions. I was shoved in, hit the ground hard. Claws scraped the floor. I could feel their breath. I whispered, God, be with me. Then darkness. I didn't sleep. I didn't move. I just prayed. And slowly, I felt it. Peace. The kind that makes no sense. The lions lay down. Not one touched me. The next morning, the stone rolled back. King Darius looked inside, fully expecting to see a corpse. But I stood up, alive, untouched, not a scratch on me. His jaw dropped. He knew, everyone knew, God had saved me. That one moment changed everything. I wasn't just a captive, I was living proof that faith in God is stronger than fear. For those officials who plotted against me, the ones who tricked the king and set the trap, when the king saw I was alive, safe, untouched by the lions, his anger turned toward those who had betrayed me. He ordered that they be thrown into the same den to face the very lions they used to try and silence me. And unlike me, they never stood a chance. The lions didn't spare them. Justice was served. Sometimes you get thrown into your own lion's den, cold, dark, terrifying. But maybe, just maybe, those pits are where your faith becomes unbreakable. What would you do if you faced your own den? Stand firm, or let fear swallow you whole? tell me your story in the comments. And if you want to hear more stories of faith and courage, hit subscribe. Because courage isn't no fear, it's doing what's right, even when your heart's shaking.